What's up YouTube, it's Elijah One Dream and we're back again with another NBA 2K24 Rec Center gameplay video. And in today's video we are back on the 7-foot diamond interior threat. Now this build is an absolute monster of a center build. Every time this build touches the court it is a triple-double threat, and as you'll see in the gameplays that I will be posting, you can see the averages of this build, a near triple-double, 8 assists a game pretty much, 18 rebounds per game is what I was averaging at one point, and I believe around 15 points. So 15, 18, and 8, and the teammate grades that you get are incredible as well too, and you can fly up the rep ranks with a build like this, especially at 92 and under, where you can absolutely horse all the rebounds. People bringing in their new builds, you can put up some crazy numbers, and in today's gameplay we have a perfect example of that. 35 points, 30 rebounds, and 9 assists. I was so close to getting that 30 and 30 triple-double. There was a couple times where I threw the outlet passes and the guy could have took it up, but he decided to be a good teammate and make an extra pass and then give it to the other guy, and he ended up making the bucket. So it took away a few assists from me there, but very easily I could have got that 30 and 30 triple-double. But just in case you guys haven't seen this build yet, we will get into the current attributes for it, and if you want the full build it will be linked in the outro. If you click about 10 seconds before the outro, let it play, and once it gets into the outro the build video will pop up, and there you can get my animations, dunk packages, everything. But first let's show you guys this build. So like I said, I do have this at 92 overall. It is an amazing 92 and under rec build, as you can see. So we got that 88 driving layup. You can put on the Giannis layup package if you want, or if you want the crazy floaters with Domantas Sabonis. If you're a starter 3, I would definitely recommend that. I can't quite consistently make the Sabonis floater all the time. It doesn't activate all the time for some reason. Sometimes you'll get this crazy pull-up jump shot, and you're definitely not going to make that with a build like this. But again, it's still really nice when people start sitting paint on you and then you can do a floater from like 20 feet out. It's insane. But we do have our 89 driving dunks. We can get driving contact dunks, and of course a 92 standing dunk to get that gold fast twitch, gold rise up, and we can get elite big man contact dunk. So underneath the rim you guys can absolutely dominate the paint, and you have to utilize the dunk meter, especially if you increased it for a 92 and under build the way I did and you only have that 29 close shot. You have to use the dunk meter in the paint. But if you do end up increasing this to a 99 overall and you put the close shot on it, you can definitely still make some layups. And again, with that driving layup you're still going to get that Hall of Fame pro touch, you're going to get some fearless finishers, some slitheries, so you can definitely still make it if you do end up increasing the close shot. Of course we don't have a mid-range. Our free throw is only a 65. It's definitely still makeable. You'll be a little bit inconsistent, but it's still definitely usable. 92 pass accuracy, absolutely need that. Be a horse on the rebounds. Make sure you box out with that 80 defensive rebound, come down with the board, hold X or A depending on what system you're on, get that ball down the court, easy fast break outlet assist, and you can easily average 8 assists per game like I'm doing by doing this. 40 ball handle and 55 speed with ball. I would actually really love to increase this because then I can get the big driver on silver, I believe it is. It might even be gold, but I'm pretty sure it is silver. But if not, still big driver would be nice to have, and a little bit of ball handle on this build. If you're able to dribble and sauce up, you can probably get some pretty nasty clips. I really haven't learned how to dribble yet this year, so I don't really know good combinations or anything like that, but it could be a lot of fun. If you're a dribble head, you're used to a guard, you come and play in an inside mid like this, you can do some crazy clips. And again, 55 speed with the ball, get some momentum going towards the rack, make it a little bit easier to be slashing. 82 interior defense to go with that 90 strength, silver post lockdown, and again in takeover plus 10 of this as well. It allows you to protect the paint as well against other inside bigs. Anybody else that comes in the paint, you can swat that garbage out of here. You get that silver anchor with the 87 block as well. And again, a 66 perimeter defense. It would have been really nice to get that 68 perimeter defense in order to get that silver off-ball pest. A really nice combination of silver off-ball pest and gold immovable enforcer. It stops so many back cuts and just you get so bumpy with it. Not many people can get clean cuts on you. It's really nice. And again, if you increase this to a 99 overall, you can get that 60 steal, bronze interceptor. People throw some lazy passes, they don't have their pass accuracy increased. You can jump those lanes, get those easy steals, and you can make this build into a 5x5 threat as well as a triple-double threat. So you can really put up some crazy numbers with this build. And again, the 93 offensive rebound, we are an inside center build, so we definitely want that offensive rebound to go with that 90 strength, box out, grab those boards, and then you also get post playmaker on Hall of Fame, so you can kick that out. More often than not, when you get an offensive rebound, somebody is wide open on the perimeter, kick that out to them. Got that gold dimer as well, they can knock it down. Hall of Fame post playmaker, easy assists. And again, that 80 defensive rebound, you do have to be a little bit careful with this. You will get hoed out of some rebounds if the opponent does have a 93 offensive rebound like this build does. So it's really important to make sure you get position first, box out, and then then go for the ball, and you can still absolutely dominate the glass with this 80 defensive rebound rating. 66 speed to get that gold chase down artist, extremely nasty. And of course, you want the most speed that you can. 40 acceleration, it'd be nice to get that up to a 45 so we can get that bronze spot finder. I really love utilizing spot finder. 90 strength for that golden movable enforcer, brick wall, the whole works. If you're an inside big, I definitely recommend at least a 90 strength. It'll help you out in a ton of intangible situations as an inside. 80 vertical at 7 feet, grab those rebounds. Again, you need that vertical to get that chase down artist on the gold level, and of course you need at least a 75 vert to go with the standing dunk, elite big man contact dunks, and of course the 80 vertical to go with the driving dunk for the pro driving contacts. And last but not least, a 95 stamina to match the 82 interior defense so we can get the gold workhorse badge. So there we have it, the 7-foot diamond interior threat at 92 overall, an absolute monster for the 92 and under rec. You can put up some amazing numbers with this build, easy teammate grades, and again, you can fly up the rep ranks in no time with this build. And again, like I said earlier, if you want the animations, everything else with this, the build video will be linked in the outro, and you guys can find everything else there. Now that we've ran through this build, let's get into this nasty near 30 and 30 triple double. All right, so here we've got a monster 35 point, 30 rebound, 9 assists, no steals, but we get 3 blocks on 17 of 21 shooting. And right there, starting off the gameplay with our first of 3 blocks of the game. And we are up against another 7-footer, a 7-foot glass cleaning 3-level threat. I see quite a few of these builds out in the rec there actually. High rebounding, they have a shorter wingspan so they can get better shooting, but honestly, if you are a skilled enough shooter, I don't really find that you necessarily need all those high 3-ball ratings. If you can shoot with the 70s 3-ball, it is plenty enough. Of course, you can't get too crazy with it, but like for the center build, if you spot up out of the corner, take nice standstill, catch and shoot shots, you can shoot at a very high percentage. The next build that I'm going to drop after this is a 7'3" Victor Wembanyama build. Absolutely love that build. The way I made it, it is so much fun, and the way that I made it too is a little bit different than everybody else. It has a category that most other Victor builds don't really have, and I find it to be an underrated part of his game as well. But this build is a 7'3" max wingspan with a 73 3-ball, and I was shooting almost 60% from 3 with it. Just taking good shots, good shot selections, get your hot zones, get your lethal zones, shoot from the corners. You can shoot lights out, and of course once you activate your green machine, then of course you can start nailing those threes if you want to hit some step backs, whatever it might be, and get a little bit fancy with it. But again, the difference between a shooting stretch and an inside big, of course the spacing is going to be a lot better, and if you are using an inside big in random rec, when you load up with other people, you will want to look and see what their archetypes are. If you see another break starter or like a diming interior threat just like this, you might want to back out. Running 2 insides and random rec can be absolutely chaotic, but again, random rec and an inside big build can go very, very extremely nicely together. I am averaging about 13 points, 18 boards, 7.7 assists, and about 2 blocks per game, and you can fly up the rep rankings. You can get some monster gameplays just like this that you're watching right now. So you can get some absolutely crazy numbers in random rec, but again, at times it can be extremely difficult to use as well. If you are up against some good opposition, they will sit paint on you, they will play you pretty well. But again, if you're able to box out, get positioned early, go for offensive rebounds, normally there's going to be 2 people down on the paint with you. Again, I said this in the build video, it's an easy kick out for those 3-pointers. Once you get an offensive rebound, you got that Hall of Fame post playmaker, you can kick it out. They got gold diamond, you should be able to knock quite a bit down, and you're going to get second and third chance opportunities as well. One thing that I do find extremely annoying, I'll get to this after, but at halftime, 16 points, 6 assists, and 13 boards. So almost a triple-double, a nice double-double right there. But again, just cleaning up the glass just like that. But the thing that I was about to say was, one thing that I find super annoying is when you play excellent defense and you can test a shot, it seems like it's almost impossible to get the rebound after, especially against builds that have the high offensive rebound. Even if you do have a 92 defensive rebound or a 93 defensive rebound that matches it as well, I don't know what it is. It's just after you get a contest, the recovery time seems to be a little bit longer than what it is for the person that's taking the shot. So again, with the build like this, you will see it in a few occasions where I do take it up and I do get a standing layup, and I don't have a standing layup rating on this build quite yet, and I'll miss it, but then I get the rebound right after, even though they did play some pretty good defense. So one of my pet peeves is that it feels like you're doing absolutely everything right and you just can't catch a break. They keep getting these second and third chance rebounds. Again, just like that. You see, that guy had a good contest on me. I ended up getting my rebound, no problem. Even if that guy did have like a 92 defensive rebound, it can be extremely frustrating at times, but man, with this build, that is one thing you especially have to utilize, is the standing dunk meter. That is the key. With the no close shot on a build like this, it's pretty much a pure dunking type of build, even though you do get the EDA driving layup. But look at that small green window. Absolutely fire. I don't get a ton of those, but it's always really satisfying once you are able to green a standing dunk meter or a driving dunk meter with a tiny green window. Super satisfactory. You could have timed it any better, and that is pretty skillful to do right there. Again, a little bit lucky because the meter does pop up so quick, and you don't know sometimes if you are going to get a standing layup or a standing dunk. That is one thing that can be frustrating about this build as well too. Sometimes you try to activate the standing dunk meter and it just turns into a standing layup, so it can be a little bit frustrating at times. But look at this, bullying down low. That 90 strength is extremely nice. Now this build is similar to my 6'11" Shaquille O'Neal type of build. That build has just a bit of higher strength, but this build is definitely more rounded with a little bit more defense. But man, that poster was absolutely nasty with 35 points, 7 assists, and we're about to get our 30th rebound coming up here and our last 9th assist. So close to getting a triple-double with that 10th assist. There were a couple of fast break passes where I threw it and then the guy could have took it for an open layup or a dunk, but he ended up making an extra pass and being a good teammate. So close to that 30 and 30 triple-double. One more assist away. We only missed 4 shots in this game. The whole other team pretty much quit. And again, to have a game like that, you have to have the right situation where you're facing a team like that and they miss a ton of shots. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you drop a like, hit that sub if you're new, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.